Have you ever considered this thought-provoking question? If you don't love yourself, who will? This rhetorical question sets the stage for our exploration into the importance of self-love and its transformative power. Consider this quote from Oscar Wilde. "To love oneself is the beginning of a lifelong romance." This quote underscores the necessity of self-love. It suggests that a lifelong romance does not begin with someone else, but with ourselves. Our relationship with ourselves sets the tone for all other relationships in our life. If we can't be kind, forgiving and loving towards ourselves, how can we extend these virtues to others? Next, let's ponder a quote from Buddha. "You yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection." This quote emphasizes that everyone deserves love, including ourselves. Often we put the needs and wants of others before ours, forgetting that we too are deserving of love and affection. It's a gentle reminder to put ourselves on our priority list. Now turn your attention to this quote by Lucille Ball. "Love yourself first, and everything else falls into line." This quote highlights the importance of prioritizing self-love. When we love ourselves, we set a standard for how we want to be treated. This self-love then radiates outward, influencing how others perceive and treat us. It sets the foundation for a fulfilling and healthy life. Reflect on this quote by Mark Twain. "The worst loneliness is not to be comfortable with yourself." This quote speaks to the discomfort and loneliness that can come from a lack of self-love. Being comfortable with oneself means accepting our flaws and quirks, acknowledging our strengths, and loving ourselves unconditionally. Without this comfort, we may feel an inner sense of loneliness, regardless of the company we keep. Finally, consider this quote from Rumi. "Your task is not to seek for love, but merely to seek and find all the barriers within yourself that you have built against it." This quote invites us to explore our internal barriers to self-love. It suggests that the journey to self-love is not about seeking love from external sources, but about dismantling the internal barriers we've constructed against it. In summary, self-love is the cornerstone of a fulfilling life. It's about acknowledging that we deserve love and affection as much as anyone else in the universe. It's about loving ourselves first, so that everything else can fall into line. It's about being comfortable with ourselves to avoid the worst kind of loneliness. And it's about identifying and breaking down the barriers we've built against self-love. Remember, to love oneself is the beginning of a lifelong romance. So start this lifelong romance with yourself today.